Hey guys, Travis D here, and before we start the show, I just wanted to catch you guys up on something. A few weeks ago, there was an incident that happened out in Waukesha, Wisconsin, where an apartment complex caught on fire and causing 42 people to lose their homes. As a reaction to this, the promoter of Extreme Limit Wrestling is putting together a fundraiser to help raise money for the victims of that fire. So we're putting on a special show. As of right now, we don't know it's November 22nd. We don't have a lot of information on it as of yet. It was just brought to our attention by the owner of PPW. So when we get more information on that, what's going on, we'll let you guys know, because as a community of wrestling fans, I think it's important for us to join together and help out any cause that we can. So again, keep a lookout. We'll keep you updated. Extreme Limit Wrestling is putting on a fundraising show November 22nd for the victims who lost their homes in that apartment complex fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of all ages, Freaknet Studio proudly brings to you, it is the greatest tag team in podcast history, the original Freak Travesty, Mr. 33% Dizzle J. This is Just Freaking Wrestling! Alright guys, it's our time again to step in the ring with the greatest tag team in podcast history. Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And Jay, we have Dissension VII.
Tonight.
It is tonight, man. It's happening.
ARW versus SCW.
Right? It's a culmination of everything that happened this past year. With actually some slight mentions of potentially even the Lunatic being there. He's actually in a triple threat match tonight.
I saw that. And then you got Ivan versus Jake.
Yeah, it's
some family feuding.
Yeah, it's incredible. And I mean, we're coming off the heels of the ARW show that happened a couple weeks ago. If you guys are a fan of the ARW Pro Facebook, the SCW Facebook, you saw a lot of backstage interactions with Terry.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, I loved it.
I want to know what's in the envelopes.
And then the one video was like, now you're both on the same side.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with it. We're gonna run over the updated match card, because some of the matches we gave you last week have been changed and altered. Because we mentioned here, obviously cards are subject to change based on what's going on with the company. So we're gonna run through those updated matches and everything, as well as the other ones that have been added. We're gonna go over the results of Monday Night Raw, Smackdown, as well as NXT, because we are going to start doing that more on the show to give our worldwide fans a little bit more of the wrestling world.
Something for everyone.
Right? We're getting ready to talk about AEW, which is starting out this week.
Yes.
So, this upcoming week. So I'm really excited for the upcoming week of wrestling that's coming up here. Super excited, but as always, we're going to start out with a quick shout out to Audible.com.
Audible.com?
Audible.com, man. It's a one-stop shop for audio books. I mean, it's an incredible website to go to. I mean, if you love reading, you just don't like reading to yourselves, you like hearing like stories and shit like that, Audible is the best place to go. And because of us, if you go to audibletrial.com/freaknet, you get a 30-day free trial. On top of that, you get credit for a free book.
And it's awesome. I use it myself.
Yeah, I've used it as well. I got to listen to Shawn Michaels' book, the second book that he released.
Really?
Yeah, I purchased the story of the Chris Benoit murder-suicide and everything, as well as a book on WCW.
Yeah, I did the one with Chris Jericho where he actually reads the book to you.
Yeah, so really cool. Audibletrial.com/freaknet. Make sure you check it out today. Sign up, get 30 days free, as well as a credit towards your first book. Also, a shout out to Brandy and Becca, who are our Patreons and everything. And you can be a Patreon too, just by going to patreon.com/JFW podcast today. Sign up for one of our tiers, anything that ranges from $1 now to just $15, because we have updated the price of some of our top 3 tiers to make it more affordable for our fans. So if you had a chance to, go ahead and check out patreon.com/JFW podcast today. Also, check out tpublic.com and search JFW to get some amazing shirts. Of course, I'm wearing right now is one of our shirts. It's a JFW shirt on the back of it. Greatest tag team in podcast history, because you know it's Travis C and Dizzle J who is the greatest tag team in podcast history, as well as F is my second favorite F word, the Travis C. Dizzle J 2020 Make Wrestling Great Again t-shirt. They're all there at tpublic.com just by searching JFW.
Man, that was amazing.
It's like I rehearsed it.
Holy cow. You knocked out like 3 commercials in 25 seconds.
We gotta get them out of the way because this is a shorter episode because we do gotta get to SCW here shortly, so we're gonna head out soon. So it's gonna be a shorter episode, but we want to make sure we make it as impactful as possible. Starting out with our freaking 5.
So, had a little trouble with it. Asked you for some help. What happens if WWE brought back the Armageddon 6-man Hell in the Cell?
Yeah, which they only done it once.
I didn't even remember it. I actually had to Google it.
And they had the top stars in there and everything. They had The Undertaker, Triple H, The Rock, Kurt Angle, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rikishi, all in one Hell in a Cell match. It was an amazing match, and I do want to bring it back.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, so we went with the freaking 5. Seth Rollins is defending the Universal Championship inside the Armageddon Hell in a Cell. Who are his 5 opponents? And we went beyond just WWE. We also wanted you to incorporate any other wrestler from any other company, federation. So, do you want me to do the Real Wrestling Fans, or do you want to do our page first?
Let's do the Greg Hansen, of course, our one of our longtime fans.
I love Greg. Shout out to Greg. Thank you for being an ARW guy.
Will Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing Red. I didn't know Red was still wrestling. Ricochet, Aleister Black, and Kenny Omega.
That'd be good.
Yes.
It'd be good. Good job, Greg.
Ta-da.
We got Anthony, who chose AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Kenny Omega, Bray Wyatt, and Chris Jericho. Connor went with Cesaro, Ricochet, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Ryan went with Seth. Obviously, Seth for champion. Walter, Ishii, Suzuki, Cesaro, and Sheamus. Jason went with AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, and Luchasaurus.
That dude's bad.
I haven't seen him.
Oh, you will.
Brent, he went with, if it was WWE only, he actually gave us 2. WWE only, Styles, Andrade, Ricochet, Gargano, Joe, and Cesaro. Mixed, he went with Styles, Jericho, Omega, Okada, and Nakamura. A lot of New Japan there.
Yeah.
Bryson, he went with Tetsuya Naito, Andrade, Cien Almas, Aleister Black, Shingo, taking on Seth Rollins. Bryson also did a second one with Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, and Kenta. Christopher went with Nakamura, AJ Styles, Omega, Pac, and Cesaro. Lavila went with Will Ospreay, Aleister Black, Matt Riddle, and Ricochet. Dixon went with AJ Styles, The Fiend, Samoa Joe. I want to say it's going to be Daniel Bryan. He just put Bryan. I'm going to assume Daniel Bryan and Ricochet.
That's not a bad list.
This is a great list.
Yeah.
There was always a constant with AJ Styles being in there. And I think it's because AJ is the best wrestler in wrestling today.
Definitely.
I'll say it. I'm not ashamed. Liz ain't here.
Yeah. Shit. Nobody argue with us.
All right.
What'd you have?
Oh, jeez. I don't even know if I made one, to be honest with you. Damn, man. I didn't make one.
You didn't make
one?
one?
I'm gonna go with it here.
Fireball?
I'm going to go with it here. I'm going to go with AJ Styles because AJ is the best. No doubt. I want to go with Adam Cole. I'm going to go with Hangman Page.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm going to throw Cody Rhodes in there. It's got to be Cody Rhodes. He's got to go in there.
The American Nightmare.
It gives me one more. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to throw Braun Strowman in there anyways because I'd love to see that powerhouse tear through 5 other people inside that Hell in a Cell.
At least maybe then he'd get booked right. But
I know somehow. I know at one point I did make one. And I know Styles and Strowman were in there. I just can't remember what the hell happened to it. But it's okay. I'm still here.
So I got Omega, Brian Cage, Demon Balor.
Ooh, you know, I forgot about Brian Cage.
Fiend, and Pentagon Jr.
Yeah, I like that. Pentagon would be good in there. I always like Pentagon. I haven't seen him outside of Lucha Underground. But
he was in Impact. Now they're with
AEW, yeah. The Lucha Brothers, not Lucha Brothers.
Yeah,
Lucha Bros.
Him and Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
I love his little zero middle.
Nice. All right. Guys, we're going to run through the results this past week from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and then we'll dive into the SCW stuff.
Yes.
So, main event shit.
Main event.
So, basically, it's not a segment, but this is what we're going to do for now. I'll just give you guys the updates in case you missed them and stuff like that. And Jay, I know you've been busy a lot. I don't know if you had a chance to watch NXT, Raw, or SmackDown at all.
I watched a lot more NXT than the other two.
Okay. I'm just going to run through this stuff, and I'll kind of give you an idea of how I felt about it. You know, if it's worth mentioning, and you can give me some feedback how you feel. So, the OC, the original club, took on the Viking Raiders, where the Viking Raiders picked up the victory. It was a pretty good match. I really liked it. I think it was nice that the Viking Raiders actually had a real tag team to go up against instead of, you know, some
local heroes. Yeah.
EC3 actually had a match on Raw.
Really?
Took on Rusev. Rusev is back. Rusev kind of has like a stepdad look to him now with the shorter hair and mustache. Rusev did pick up the win to that. But
Rusev just became an American citizen, too.
Good for him.
Yeah.
It's probably because of the way he looks. Short hair, mustache, I get it. Actually, I believe EC3 did have a control of most of this match. And so it was pretty cool to actually see him have a match on Raw. Nikki Cross took on Sasha Banks. Obviously, Alexa Bliss was in Nikki's corner, and Bayley was in Sasha's corner. Sasha picked up the win. Lacey Evans took on Ember Moon. Lacey Evans picked up the win on that one. Carmella ended up winning the 24/7 championship from R-Truth, which R-Truth is 19-time 24/7 champion, passing Ric Flair. So congratulations on that. Baron Corbin took on Chad Gable. Chad Gable did pick up the victory by disqualification.
I think Gable's been a little bit better since he's come back now.
Oh, yeah. There was a fatal five-way to determine number one contendership for the Universal Championship that's coming up on the season premiere of Raw that's coming up. It was AJ Styles, Robert Roode, my bad. Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, and Rey Mysterio. Well, Rey Mysterio did pick up the victory. It was an elimination fatal five-way. Yeah. So Rey ended up winning, and he's going to be taking on Seth Rollins. Next week, there was a match with Braun Strowman taking on Seth Rollins, which went to a no contest because The Fiend came out and interfered.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
A couple other not honorable mentions, but other mentions that happened on Raw. It was announced that Brock Lesnar will be at the season premiere of Raw coming up here. Also, Authors of Pain were in a backstage segment where they beat up Heath Slater and Noe Jose just for the hell of it.
They've been doing a couple backstage statements or segments. It's good to see them coming back, though.
Yeah. SmackDown results here. Daniel Bryan Eric Rowan was out at the ring cutting a promo. Daniel Bryan came out and challenged him. Eric Rowan did pick up the victory on that one. There was this weird situation. If you get a chance, go and check it out. There was a moment at the end where Rowan went for his finisher with the hand claw chokeslam. Yeah, from outside the ring into the ring where Daniel Bryan's leg actually got caught in the turnbuckle. It was pretty fucked up.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah. Luke Harper obviously came out and interfered. Roman came out and saved Bryan, which culminated into a Daniel Bryan asking Roman if he wants to team together to take on Harper and Rowan. There was really no answer to it, but that looks like it's a challenge.
It's pretty much what's going to happen.
Yeah, probably. What's the next review? Hell in a Cell?
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. Carmella and Charlotte teamed up to take on Bayley and Banks. Bayley and Banks picked up the victory. I believe Banks made Carmella tap out. Ali took on Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura picked up the victory on that one. B-Team, who I haven't seen on TV in a while.
A long time.
Took on the New Day, where the New Day ended up winning. Fire and Desire took on the Kabuki Warriors. Kabuki Warriors picked up the victory in that one.
Such a waste.
Yeah. And actually, that was it for those matches. Some mentions. Sasha Banks did attack Lynch from behind at the end of the show. Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens came in to settle a lawsuit between the two, which pretty much ended up with Kevin Owens challenging Shane McMahon to a ladder match with a contract in it that states loser leaves WWE.
By Shane O'Mac.
Right. Finally, we got the NXT results here. Keith Lee took on Dominic Dijakovic. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right.
Oh, my God.
Love the match. I love Keith Lee.
This match is great, man. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed the NXT way better than...
Did you watch the whole match?
Yes.
Who do you think had the best moonsault? Keith or Dominic?
Ooh. That's hard.
It's impressive that Keith, first off, Keith to even do a moonsault
yeah.
is fucking impressive. In fact, they did from just the second rope too.
Was,
I mean, you have to get a big fucking like flip into there.
that was the first time I think I've seen both of them too.
Yeah.
Man, that's a hard one. I don't even know. I liked Keith. I think my favorite out of the two would be Keith.
Yeah. Keith did end up picking up the victory. Dakota Kai took on Tanera, and I believe that Dakota Kai, that was her first match back from being out on injury.
Yep.
She ended up winning. Matt Riddle took on Killian Dane. Matt Riddle did win, which gave him a number one contendership to the NXT Championship next Wednesday on the first 2-hour NXT. Right. Rhea Ripley came out and took on Kaden Carter. Ripley picked up the victory, and I love Rhea Ripley, and I love the fact that she's on NXT television.
She was originally UK, right?
Yes, yeah. Birch and Lorcan took on Everrise. Birch and Lorcan ended up picking up the victory, which is kind of weird because when you look at it, it's like fucking like old men taking on like new NXT. And I don't know how old Lorcan and Birch are, but they look old as fuck.
Really?
I mean, they look like they could be old enough to be Hunter Payne's son. So just geriatric looking. What's up?
I didn't say.
Okay,
no.
cool. Just checking. Cameron Grimes took on Raul Mendoza. Cameron picked up a victory. This is the same guy who had a match that was only 10 seconds long with a victory last week.
The guy into the ground.
Yep. And then finally, you had Imperium, who took on Kushida and Breezango, the return of Breezango to NXT, where the Imperium lost.
Really?
Yeah. So, all in all, it was great. I'm really excited for NXT to start their 2-hour show starting next week, the same day that AEW Dynamite
comes out.
So
it's amazing how that worked out, huh?
It's almost like it was planned.
I think AEW announced their time slot before WWE did too.
Oh, they did. Oh, they definitely did. But they don't give a fuck. WWE don't give a shit. Even though they say they don't give a shit, they still kind of give a shit, but they don't give a shit. All right, we're going to run through some of the matches here that were set up for Dissension. So make sure I have them all here in front of me. And normally we do like these picks and everything, but we know who we're picking to win these matches.
Yeah, because it's obvious that we're not going to pick outside of our...
The right ones.
Yeah, the right ones.
So BOW's taking on JPH. It's this kind of like... it's almost like a grudge match. Just JPH's opportunity to pick up a win over BOW, who ended up beating him at ARW a couple weeks ago. So we're going to see them face off with each other. We do have the Patriots of Hope taking on Joey Boom Boom and a mystery opponent. We still don't know who that opponent is, and we won't find out until the show. Lunatic, as I mentioned, right? Right? Jeez. DWA guy is taking on RK Savage, who's taking on Johnny Showtime. We got a triple threat for that. Marche Rocket is taking on Willie Richardson. We got the Arabian Sheik taking on Dan Smith.
Who the hell is Dan Smith?
I don't even know. He's an ARW guy. So I'm excited for it. And then, of course, we also have Ivan Manson taking on Jake Andrews.
Man. Kind of a stacked card.
It's their WrestleMania, bro.
Man.
It is their WrestleMania.
I can't wait.
I'm excited.
It's going to be so awesome.
Yeah. Jay, I know it's early, but want to do the pick of the week?
So, the pick of the week actually already posted.
I did. I saw it, but I want you to announce it anyway.
But it was Chris Jericho versus Hangman Page for the AEW Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just great to see a veteran, and I don't want to say an up-and-comer because Hangman Page is pretty much established, but compared to Jericho, up-and-comer. Mm-hmm. And it goes to the whole storyline, how the video I found, starts out, how it started out between those two, and then it goes into the match.
Yeah.
It's like an old school WWE WrestleMania kind of deal thing.
Oh, perfect.
Dude, it's awesome. And that match was great.
Nice.
And of course, we all know who won, but watch and see how he got there.
For sure. It's a good one, man.
Yeah.
And of course, that link to it is on our Facebook if you just search JW Podcast, as well as following on social media, Instagram and Twitter at JW Podcast. And if you guys know people who are friends of the show, or you yourself aren't quite sure where our show is posted, it's on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and YouTube, and Podbean every single week. sometimes on Friday, sometimes on Sunday, depending on the recording times and all that stuff. But you can always find it weekly. JFW Podcast. Just search on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean. If you do follow us on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating and review. Follow us on Podbean and everything, because those little follows and ratings and reviews and stuff really bump us up and everything. And we want to grow to continue to be the best wrestling podcast, regardless of what Sentinel thinks of us fucking getting him on the show to boost ratings.
Oh, boost your ratings.
Right.
Sir, we're worldwide downloaded.
Yeah, you don't even know.
I believe we've boosted SCW's ratings and ARW's ratings.
Right. Bushwhackers.
Yeah.
Fucking bushwhackers. Fucking bushwhackers. I believe I plugged everything, right?
Yes, we plugged everything.
If you guys do follow us on social media, you may have noticed that we did post something about FreakNet Studios.
Ooh.
Right? So stay tuned for that, because there's more information on that coming up, which we talked about before, so they should know. Jay, I'm going to dive into the final freaking thought if you're ready.
Let's go ahead.
Okay. Johnny Morrison's return to WWE.
Now, see, I saw that might not be true. It might be true.
I heard it's true. There's no time frame of when it's going to happen.
So as long as he doesn't go back, and he should be a main event player when he comes back, is how I feel. But
they probably brought him back for NXT.
If he can, that's fine with me.
Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin implies he has one more match left in him. He says he can still go.
Yeah, but against who?
Doesn't matter. Fucking The Rock. I don't care.
Edge.
Yeah, even fucking Edge.
AJ
Styles. I mean, they had some issues when Stone Cold came back.
Oh, that's true.
It could be a WrestleMania match. AJ versus Austin.
Probably be Triple H.
Omega and the Young Bucks are taking on Chris Jericho and a mystery tag team as part of the AEW Dynamite show. I just want to know do you believe that Jericho's partners are going to be debuting tag team or current tag team that is on AEW? Because there was a press release or like whatever that Cody did saying that we have only seen 40% of the AEW roster.
Yeah, the roster is like 50 people right now.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be... I think they're already there, but I think it's going to be the ex-LAX from Impact Wrestling.
Okay. Chris Benoit's son wants to wrestle on AEW.
I heard he's fucking good.
Yeah, he looks like
oh, he looks just like his dad.
Right, just without a little murder. Tommaso Ciampa might be returning soon.
Sweet.
I'm excited for it.
He's one of the greatest fucking heels.
There's a video package that he put together that he posted up on his Twitter. It was actually pretty cool. NXT has low viewership from what they thought there was going to be.
I mean, what else is on though? That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it is new to USA. It is only an hour long, and I mean, like honestly, NXT going on to TV would be like if Ring of Honor went on to TV or how. It just there has to be a build to it.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Dustin Rhodes will ever hold the AEW championship?
No.
Really? You don't think Cody would ever allow his brother to have that one opportunity?
I don't think Dustin would want it, to be honest.
Taz has mentioned he has an interest in returning to wrestling as a commentator. If he did, where do you think he'd be his best fit?
SmackDown.
Lucha Underground King Cuerno signed for WWE.
Ooh. That's kind of interesting.
Right?
He was kind of scary.
Yeah. If you had control over 205 Live, what would you do with it?
Bring it back.
Would you leave it just how it is? Would it fall under an NXT umbrella? Or would you put it on a separate day? Because right now it's talking about being on Fridays. Just following SmackDown like normal.
I would put it on a separate day.
Thursday?
Like a Thursday.
It had to be Thursday.
Yeah.
Or Tuesday,
like maybe a Saturday night, kind of make it like a Saturday night main event kind of deal.
I don't know.
Maybe have it a later show so you can get away with a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, that's just some follow-up questions. That was from freaking thought, but we haven't seen anything about a mention of Hunter Payne being on the card. Do you think that's because he doesn't have a match, or do you think that could be one of those surprise matches we haven't heard yet?
Well, and the weird thing was I saw the Elite Payne picture, and it was Marco and...
Oh, yeah, because tag team
Maverick.
versus tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be a surprise match or if he's...
Right.
Who knows?
Right. I mean, there's a possibility he may not be able to get out of the home to make it.
Oh, man.
Right.
When he's going to get you over these guys.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I really doubt it.
He's going to sign you to a contract just to fuck you up.
Okay. Sold.
I'll be in your corner, bro. And I'll help out any way I can.
Guys, we mentioned this was going to be a shorter show just because we do have to get going to the wrestling show here in a little bit. But make sure you follow us on social media. I already told you that. Make sure you listen to us every single week. Let your friends know. Check out tpublic.com, search in JFW to get all your JFW merch. And go to patreon.com/JFW podcast. Sign up for Patreon. Help out the podcast by signing up for one of our tiers. Again, anything from $1 to $15, anything helps us grow as a podcast. audibletrial.com/freaknote to sign up for a 30-day free trial and a free credit. And that's all I got.
Time to ring the bell in this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Listen, the JFW podcast.
Peace.